Hare Krishna, this morning we will discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 5, The Cause of All Causes, Text 2. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottanam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jyamudiyayat Naspyasya Bhatrasu Nityam Bhagavata Sevya Bhagavati Uttamastuke Bhaktir Bhavti Naistike Yat Rupam Yat Tadishtanam Yata Shistam Idam Prabhu Yat samstam yat param yat sha tat tatvam vada tatvataha. The word for word translation. Yat what rupam, the symptoms of manifestation. Yat what adishtanam, background. Yataha, from where. Shristam, created. Idam, this world. Prabhu, O my Father. Yat, in which samstam, conserved. Yat, what. Param, under control. Yat, vadar. Cha, and. That, of this. Tattvam, the symptoms. Vada, please describe. Tattvataha, factually. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki. So this is Narada Muni speaking to Brahma, his father. My dear father, please describe factually the symptoms of this manifest world. What is the background? How is it created? How it is conserved? And under whose control is all this being done? Purport. These inquiries by Narada Muni on the basis of factual cause and effect appear very reasonable. The atheist, however, put forward many self-made theories without any touch of cause and effect. The manifested world, as well as the spirit soul, is still unexplained by the godless atheists through the medium of experimental knowledge, although they have put forward many theories manufactured by their fertile brains. Contrary to such mental speculative theories of creation, however, Narada Muni wanted to know all the facts of creation in truth, and not by theories. Transcendental knowledge regarding the soul and the supersoul includes knowledge of the phenomenal world and the base of its creation. In the phenomenal world, three things are factually observed by any intelligent man: living beings, the manifest world, and ultimate control over them. The intelligent man can see that neither living entity nor the phenomenal world are creations of chance. The symmetry of creation and its regulative actions and reactions suggest the plan of an intelligent brain behind them. And by genuine inquiry, one may find out the ultimate cause with the help of one who knows them factually. Yat rupam yat adishtanam yatashishtam idam prabhu. Yat samspam yaparam yatsha tat tatvam vadatat vataha. My dear father, Please describe the symptoms of this manifest world. What is its background? How is it created? How it is conserved? And under what control is all this being done? Om Ajanatimandasya Janam Chalam Shnakam Chakshurmetam Yena Tasmai Shigurave Namah Shichetayamanopistam Staptam Yena Bhutaleshvam Rabkadamyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shiyo Shiyuda Padkamlam Shigam Vaishnavam Sham Shirupam Jagajatam Saganaragnatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagadita Shri Vishakam Vitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jyotpate Gopesha Goprakam Tarana Kanta Namastute Tapta Kamsana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhami Sutadevi Panamama Hari Priye Pancha Kalaptrabhisha Kripasan Vaibhisha Padma Bhavan Vaishnavya Namo Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki. So, here in the second canto, also in the third canto, the creation is described. That in Bhagavad Gita, in 436, Lord Krishna states the effect of one who has accepted the spiritual master and follows instructions, that said one having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall into illusion. By this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme. In other words, that they are mine. The knowledge we get here about creation is that everything is in effect, that the cause of all causes is Krishna of the effect. So Krishna is also in his creation as the super soul that so this knowledge makes us see everything in relation to Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the two in this canto, 9 chapter, canto 2, chapter 9, text 34, illusion is described. Riteritam yat patyeta na patyeta satni tat vityat manomayam yatavaso yatotama. This is Lord Krishna instructing Brahma, because Brahma has got knowledge directly from Krishna. Therefore, he knows the truth. And Brahma said, whatever appears to be any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears in darkness. So everything in this universe has a relationship to Krishna. And if we don't see that relationship, we are in illusion. Therefore, this creation is described. But Narada wants from his father factual knowledge, no speculation. the scientists, they have so many speculations about the origin of the universe, a Big Bang, and so on. But it are theories, not proven. It's not fact, just theories. Theories are not fact, are speculations. That for us to get knowledge in this world, our only option is practically pratyaksha, and that sense perception, what we see, what we experience with the senses, that we know, but that's imperfect. Because then we have also that this is pratyaksha, and then we have paroksha, that we learn from the knowledge of others, but that knowledge is also imperfect. And some are learning are learning via aparoksha, they are learning from the experience of others. But it's all imperfect, these processes. That even by intellectual thinking, logical thinking, we can never know the absolute truth. Madhvacharya, when he was 11 years old, he received sannyas. When he was 18, he was known as a great scholar, especially on the Bhagavatam. And a disciple of a Buddhist master came to him and said, my master wants to have a debate with you on the absolute truth. Madhvacharya said, the absolute truth cannot be known by speculation or debate. The absolute truth cannot be known by logic. So there was no debate. Brahma, first he got knowledge from Krishna. Second is the creator. He created everything, so he knows how it goes. So he knows the facts. He knows the past, the present. He knows the future in the sense, we know that time is cyclic. That in one day of Brahma, there are 1,000 cycles of Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. And in one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus who have a reign each for 71 cycles of Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. And at the end of in the 28th, at the end of Dwapara Yuga, Krishna appears. Brahma knows this. So he knows Krishna is going to appear. And so he knows everything about creation, practically, Brahma. So this means that we have to accept the Vedas as the truth. Only then our faith can grow. If we have faith in mental speculation, in so-called academic knowledge, theories would change. Then we cannot make advancement in spiritual knowledge. When I came to this movement, I was thinking, God is a blue cowboy boy. Good. But why does anyone in other relations have that realization? Well, we learn from the Bhagavad Gita that spiritual life starts after liberation. And then gradually one will come in contact with Krishna in the heart, and then go to Bhava and Prema and have full realization of Krishna. But which religion in this world teaches us that we are spiritual? Not a book. If you don't have that knowledge, you cannot attain liberation, because you don't even know what's liberation. You don't know. And Krishna says of thousands who are in knowledge of liberation and perfect in that knowledge, one may become a devotee of Krishna. How rare it is to be a devotee of Krishna. And those who have realization of Krishna in the heart, that they come in contact with the spiritual realm, and they see the spiritual world in their heart. So they can tell us the truth, the spiritual truth. So we see Srila Vyasadeva, on request of Narada Muni, was asked to meditate on the absolute truth. He meditated on the absolute truth. And the Bhagavatam came from that. So yes, these self-realized souls, they know the truth. Brahma is one of them, and he's a creator. And he did the creation. Who is the best person to speak, to tell us about the creation? Other things, and they are all self-made theories. I heard about it is said the scientists say that the most close, maybe inhabitable planet is Alpha Centauri. And if it's 1.2 light years away. If they have they create a spaceship that can go to, maybe with the current knowledge, that if we have the power of a nuclear explosions and that pushes forth the spaceship, which this is the most potent, most powerful explosions we have for the moment, then you can reach, they can reach a few percent of this light speed. It would take 42 years to reach that planet. That's the most close by. 42 years. And that means it's a one-way ticket. One goes there, one does not come back. And if one arrives there, we don't know if the planet is inhabitable or not. And so yes, if they reach there, they have to send a message to the Earth. It takes 1.2 light years. So you can give a message, and 1 year later, 2 years later, you get the answer. And humans in space, they get so many diseases by the weightlessness, that you will not survive to such a long trip. That there may be diseases on the way, so many things. So it's just the closest planet. That, so yes, that, but they have so many theories that, so they put forth, Prabhupada writes, so many theories by their fertile brains. That, because I'm translating teachings of Lord Chaitanya in Dutch, and chapter 23, and Prabhupada writes, yeah, scientists have created so many wonderful things. That's true. But who created the brains of the scientists? It's Krishna. That Krishna created, because the scientists created so wonderful machines, but Krishna created human machines, and they can produce, multiply themselves. That scientists cannot do that. That very limited. Fertile brains. That so we want to know things as they are. That do we have faith in so-called science and this theory, or do we have faith in the Vedas? That's the point. That because in the cosmos they see so many lights. Alpha Centauri is the closest planet, and there's so many lights, so many galaxies. Recently, I came upon an article that the scientists think that our whole Milky Way galaxy and so on, it's in a black hole. When they speak about the universe consists of 70% dark matter. What it is, they cannot explain, but they use these words. That they see some lights and they try to take conclusions. It's all speculation. What we see in the sky at night, it's vast planets and so on. That's history. That happened millions and millions of years ago, what we see. So it's in that way, space travel to these planets will not be possible. They are not there anymore. They are in another position. That, So yes, this material world is a perfect prison. You cannot go out. That unless you become Krishna conscious. Not all speculative theories. But whether they went to the moon or not, it doesn't matter. It's all insignificant. And it doesn't take away that we are not a body, we are a soul. So many speculations. And the intelligent man can see that neither the living entity nor the phenomenal worlds are creations of chance. That's another point. We see so many things. And scientists, they make laws of material nature. But they never ask the question. They did not create these laws. It's only what they observe. Who created these laws? Who maintained these laws? So these are important questions we need to answer. Most people are dull, they are not asking these questions. This universe, even these bodies, is such a machine that who maintains it, who controls all these cells and let them go in the right position and so on. That it's yes, it's so find out the ultimate cause with the help of one who knows them factually. And Narda is the best, is asking his father about the creation. His father is a creator, he knows. He was empowered by Krishna to create. So that is the best source of knowledge. Inquire from those who knows the facts. That so this is intelligence. That don't put your faith in so-called science and so on. That go to those who really know what's going on. So I'll stop here. Are there any questions?
Very good. Okay.
You can go ahead, Prabhu, if you want.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. So thank you, Maharaj. So Maharaj, today in today's world, there is a lot of buzz about AI, which is impacting our daily life. So how should we take that in with context to understanding the world? Because we cannot just neglect it. We need to accept it, absorb it, and then arrange our life around it, especially those who are working day in, day out in the material world.
We should use it with great care. I'm just guiding a student in writing a Bhaktivedanta thesis. And she was using artificial intelligence and it went completely wrong. Especially because of the reason I explained today. That because you give a text to ChatGPT, you ask to edit it, and ChatGPT will edit it from the body concept of life. So when we speak, we should get rid of our ego. That's something we don't say. We get rid of our false ego. But ChatGPT will translate it into get rid of your ego. It's influenced by impersonalist philosophy. It's influenced by the body concept of life. And it uses words like arguing, claiming, but the devotee writes never that. The devotee claims nothing, argues not. He states the fact of the previous acharya. There's nothing to claim. Research is already being done. And that's a serious problem. People become influenced and also their language. ChatGPT uses words like fostering and In other words, typically for ChatGPT, you read it, you see immediately that's artificial intelligence. And the character is gone. The person has his own writing style, but that disappears. It becomes a writing style of ChatGPT. It becomes very impersonal. So I think it's dangerous, artificial intelligence. It may be useful in certain aspects, but we have to be very, very careful, especially in the light of what we discussed here today. We have, this is important that we learn how to deal with it. So I'm very careful. I'm using ChatGPT. Sometimes I use it for translations in Dutch, but then it's only to get suggestions, synonyms or something. But I don't accept anything what ChatGPT says. So, and when I use it, I say, verify spelling without changing my word choice. And then it does only the spelling, it doesn't replace your words. So that this is learning how to deal with it. But people become more and more lazy. You see also in our movement, Shastra exam, they have to write essays. It's written by ChatGPT. Artificial intelligence. But you recognize it immediately. So it's more an enemy than a help, in my opinion. Does that help?
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah. Thank you very much, Maharaj.
Because it can have it can help with planning and so on, but it has to be to be used with care. Good, Mother Venui.
Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Could I ask something what is not related to the class from today?
Yeah, if I can answer, let's see.
Yeah. I've heard recently in a class that we should have absolute loyalty towards Srila Prabhupada. What does it mean to have complete loyalty towards Srila Prabhupada, please?
Complete loyalty means that we follow his instructions and see our life to his instructions. That is what it means. That if you accept other sources of authority, yeah. Also with regards to the previous acharyas, don't jump over the previous acharyas. Is it if the previous acharyas are supporting what Srila Prabhupada writes, you accept it. If it's not directly supported, then be careful. It's not that we reject it, but we follow Prabhupada. Does that help?
Yeah, thank you very much, Maharaj.
Yeah. Number Kali.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much for the class. Dhanyavad pranams. When you were responding to Venuya Devidasi, I'm just wondering, following Srila Prabhupada's instructions, if you can just expand on that, because obviously we have his books, but can you just explain some of his instructions? We might not know. He said so many different things based on time, place, circumstance.
Your question is to Mother Venuya, right?
It's for your response to her question. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes we may doubt about something, how to apply it, how does it fit how does it fit in the present day? Like devotees say, they ask me, well, Purushottamas, what should we do? Prabhupada doesn't say much about it. There's only one quote in which he says, Purushottamas Kartik, Krishna does wholesale sales. And if you do service during that month, then it's more effective. That Prabhupada does not say what we should do. That like in Kartik, also we make a vow. It's personal. We can also do it with Purushottamas. That's fine. But it's good to consult with authorities, with other devotees about that, and try to act as close as possible to what Srila Prabhupada wanted us to do. There may be gray areas, then we consult with authorities, with the GBC. But most of his instructions are straightforward. That there are a lot of instructions. Sikshamrita is very nice. That but the devotees are not reading it, that's the point. You read it, you will understand a lot of his instructions. Very practical, Sikshamrita, 3 books full of instructions. For Hyastas, for sannyasis, general devotees. Does that help?
Yes, thank you, Maharaj. Where can we find this book, Shikshamrita?
It's in the Vedas, I think. That,
Okay.
BBT sells it also. I don't see it much last time. It was more popular in the 80s, 90s, but devotees got away from it, or it was not in the center anymore. But 600, these 3 books are of Prabhupada. Prabhupada's instructions, very nice. Good. So thank you very much. Then we will continue tomorrow with the next verse. Hare Krishna, Jai Prabhupada. Hare Bol.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. All the best.
Hare
His
Bol.
His Bhakti Prabhu Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Vaishnavyo Namah. Srila Prabhupada ki